Change is a force woven into the fabric of human history. It shapes destinies, redefines communities, and sparks revolutions both quiet and grand. Often we hear about the well-publicized moments, the famous speeches, the landmark battles, the celebrities who use their platforms to push for progress. Yet for every headline, there are countless stories of transformation that remain quietly tucked away, waiting for someone to unearth their lessons and share them with the world. Today, let us journey together through inspiring tales of change you never knew, stories that have unfolded far from the spotlight, but whose echoes continue to inspire, challenge, and uplift. In the hills of Rwanda, after the devastating genocide of 1994, communities were left shattered and trust seemed irreparably broken. But in the small village of Musanze, a group of women came together, not in anger, but in the spirit of healing. They formed a cooperative to grow coffee, one of Rwanda's most prized crops. What began as a simple economic venture soon became a powerful engine for reconciliation. Women who had lost family members, and even those who had once stood on opposite sides, found common ground in the soil they tilled together. Through their labor, conversations, and the shared hope for a better future, they rebuilt their lives and their community. Today, the coffee from Musanze is exported across the globe, carrying with it the taste of forgiveness and the aroma of hope. Not far from the bustling streets of Kolkata in India, a quiet revolution began with a simple question: how can we empower women who have been marginalized for generations? The answer came in the form of literacy. A retired schoolteacher named Amrita Das devoted her pension to buying books and renting a small room. She invited local women, many of whom had never held a pencil, to come and learn to read. At first, only a handful arrived, shy and uncertain. But word spread, and soon the room overflowed with eager learners. As the women began to read, their confidence grew. They started small businesses, advocated for their children's education, and even participated in local government. What started as a humble classroom became a beacon of transformation, illuminating the power that lies within each person to change their own life and the lives of others. In the heart of Detroit, a city long associated with economic decline and hardship, small seeds of change were planted, quite literally. Urban blight had left entire blocks abandoned, and vacant lots dotted the landscape. But a group of neighbors saw potential where others saw despair. They cleared the debris and began growing vegetables. The first harvest was modest: tomatoes, beans, and squash, but the impact was profound. The gardens became gathering places, fostering conversations and connections that had been lost over decades. As the movement grew, so did the harvests, providing fresh food to families and a renewed sense of pride in their community. Today, Detroit's urban farms are celebrated not just for their produce, but for their role in transforming landscapes and lives, reminding us that change can begin with a single seed. In a remote village in Peru, where traditions run deep and change can be slow, a young girl named Lucia dreamed of something different. She wanted to become a doctor, though no woman in her family had ever pursued higher education. Facing skepticism and resistance, Lucia persisted. She walked miles each day to attend school, studied by candlelight, and refused to let obstacles deter her. Her journey was not solitary. Her determination inspired others. Eventually, Lucia graduated from medical school and returned to her village, offering care to those who had never seen a doctor before. Her story became a catalyst for change, encouraging other girls to pursue education and other families to support their daughters' ambitions. Lucia's courage and the ripple effect it created stands as a testament to the transformative power of a single dream. Across the Atlantic, in the small town of Ballyhaunis, Ireland, change took the form of inclusion. When a group of Syrian refugees arrived, the local community was initially uncertain. Cultural differences and language barriers loomed large, but the townspeople chose kindness over fear. They organized welcome dinners, language classes, and cultural exchanges. Children played together in the schoolyards, forging friendships that bridged continents. Over time, Ballyhaunis became known as one of Ireland's most diverse towns, where change was not just accepted but embraced. The story of Ballyhaunis reminds us that change often begins with a simple act of welcome, and that communities can be transformed when people open their hearts to strangers. In the shadow of Mount Kilimanjaro, environmental change became a personal mission for a group of Maasai women. Traditionally, Maasai society was patriarchal, with men making most decisions. But as droughts became more frequent and resources scarce, the women saw the need for a new approach. They banded together to learn about sustainable farming, water conservation, and renewable energy. They introduced solar panels and rainwater harvesting to their villages, innovations that improved daily life for everyone. The women's leadership challenged old norms and inspired other communities to adopt similar practices. Their story is a powerful reminder that change is often spearheaded by those who refuse to be limited by tradition and who see possibilities where others see obstacles. In the city of Sarajevo, still bearing the scars of war, music became a bridge to peace. After years of conflict, divisions between ethnic groups remained. Yet a group of young musicians, hailing from different backgrounds, formed an orchestra. They played together in public squares, churches, and mosques, their music weaving together the diverse threads of their community. Audiences gathered, drawn not just by the melodies, but by the message of unity. The orchestra's performances sparked conversations and collaborations, slowly healing old wounds. In Sarajevo, change came not with grand gestures, but with notes that soared above the echoes of history, reminding everyone that harmony is possible. These are just a few of the countless inspiring tales of change that rarely make the headlines but speak volumes about the human spirit. Each story is unique, shaped by its own challenges and triumphs. Yet they all share common themes: resilience, hope, and the unwavering belief that even the smallest actions can lead to profound transformation. Change is not always immediate. It is often a slow, patient process, nurtured by individuals who refuse to give up. It begins with questions, with dreams, with the decision to try something new. It grows in classrooms, gardens, clinics, and concert halls. It thrives when people come together, share their stories, and lift each other up. And sometimes it begins in silence, only to blossom into something that touches lives for generations. As we reflect on these tales, let us remember that change is within reach for each of us. Whether we seek to heal wounds, build bridges, empower others, or simply plant the seeds of a better tomorrow, our actions matter. The world is full of untold stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Their journeys remind us that no matter where we come from or what we face, we have the power to shape our own destinies and inspire change in others. So let us embrace the spirit of these unsung heroes. Let us carry their lessons forward, nurturing hope, courage, and compassion in our own lives. For in every corner of the world, change is waiting to be discovered, celebrated, and shared. And it is in these inspiring tales, often unknown but never forgotten, that we find the true heart of humanity.